Good morning. On Thursday, the 14th of January. And I've been watching intermittently, as I'm sure many of you have, the events that have unfolded in the United States over the last several days. And this isn't political at all. It's just so sad, isn't it, to see the way that people hurt each other, albeit in some sense that what they're doing is the right thing and needing to have their voices heard. And then I thought about the hymn that's no longer a modern one, of course, Make Me a Channel of Your Peace. And I started to think, what does that mean? What does that look like? What does it look like to be channels of Christ's peace? We often talk about peace, about inner peace, about the peace of Christ. And I'm just wondering what it is that we need to do in order to be channels of that peace. So that's about us having some sense of inner peace, but also how can we be a way of Christ's peace being passed to others, being channels, being routes for that peace to come into our world and to touch the lives of others. And of course, at the moment, we aren't actually seeing others. Is that necessary? Do we have to have physical contact with others in order to be that channel? Or can we simply, by our actions and our prayer life and our other contact with people like this, virtually or even by telephone, can we touch other people's lives with that peace, with that sense of well-being and lack of fear that comes from knowing our Lord? And by George, don't we need that at the moment? As you all know, I have a daughter who's a frontline medic in intensive care, and she and her colleagues are now really beginning to feel the pinch. It's been incredibly difficult, and a year down the line nearly now, they've lost count of the number of people who've died. And I can only begin to imagine how awful that must feel when you've devoted your life to saving lives, or at the very best to making end of life as worthwhile as it can possibly be. And all of these things are going to be taking their toll. And I only have to see some of the posts that Beth's colleagues have posted, and I feel their pain. I really do. And so, can we be channels of Christ's peace? Can we, in our prayers and in our limited actions, such as they are at the moment, can we be his hands and his feet, his eyes and his ears in the places where we find ourselves? And so now I leave you with that piece of music in a lovely version sung by Aled Jones. God bless.